talked to here. Jerry, if you give me that, I want to get Judy to hand out to each of the members of the committee something we had prepared for the rest of the issues that we're looking at bring. So we can get that distributed before my time starts. While we're doing that now, the substitute comment, while I do appreciate the additional 4 minutes that were given over the original 2 minutes that I was allotted, can't help us. Tom ran into himself. He couldn't get through one single bill in 2 minutes. And I've got 10 bills to defend my voting record in 6 minutes. Now that's okay. Y'all make the rules. I'm just here to try to do what I can. So let me get this thing distributed to you because it is important that you have this. We've already set the record straight. I appreciate Judy, my wife, as I love to call her, the First Lady of House District 11. Served many roles. Resolution for the very first time near the close of business last Friday before the weekend. I want to thank Judy and Jerry Jones, our staff in Austin and in here, and the legal assistants for coming together to allow to give us to throw this together. Sometimes it's me. I asked, I didn't even know this meeting be postponed to allow me time to at least read what I've been complained of. I've been asking the chairwoman for, since the first time it came up, what is it about? What are the issues? Well, let's get these. If you don't, okay, if you don't want to hear what I have to say, I'll stick to my 6 minutes. Lord have mercy, we sure don't have, openness and fairness and opportunity to be heard and solved. That the Republican Party sure doesn't understand that.
We need to just say what you're going to say.
I'm going to say what I'm going to say.
But Travis, I'm sure know the rules that govern. That when it's put on the agenda, it's on the agenda. I asked the chair who brought it if they were willing to delay. They were not. It goes on the agenda. It's nothing personal. It's just the rules that govern.
I beg to differ. Challenging my integrity, challenging my service to this district, Cherokee County. It is personal. And I'm sorry, but I'm letting you know I'm now saying this is personal. This isn't a. We can have conversations about bills and our representatives. My doors are open. I've yet to see any one of you since this has come up. Come to me and say, I'd like to talk to you about a bill or an issue. I'm not going to call or an email. Would you please explain this to me? Now, I can talk to a lot of people time because I've had these conversations with routinely who've been open to hear what I have to say. But with that, let's start the 6 minutes because I think that's what we're supposed to do. Are we on, Frank? We're on. Okay, well, thank you. Well, first off, good evening. Happy Halloween and go Astros. It is good to be here. I think 0-0, still 0-0. But I've added to you two things. One, I want you to look at just a single page. It's entitled RERvideo Principles of Support of Party Votes on Resolution Bills. This is very important for the point that Mr. Abbott just made, and that is that these principles have been violated. Now, I will tell you in my heart of hearts, I absolutely believe in every principle that's in the Republican Party Texas platform. Those are good, solid principles. The thing about the legislative process that you may not understand, and I will tell you until I got there, I didn't fully understand. We don't make easy votes. The things that come to us are hard, and there's conflict, and there's competing interests and priorities. What are we going to do on this issue? So what I've given to you is an honest assessment of each of the 10 votes. So the resolution would have you believe that what I did was vote in stark violation of the entire set of principles, or specific ones that have been numbered in the resolution. What this sheet tells you is, no, these are the other competing principles for each of those votes. Well, let's talk about just a few of those votes. This is in the larger letter. I'm going to ask you to take your time to read this. I hope all of you have made up your minds. I hope you take the time to consider another point of view in the 4 minutes left that I have to speak. But if you look, I want to just point out a few items. One, let's take HB 490. Okay, this stands for proposition: insurance plans should cover hearing aids. I'm going to pick on it. Hearing aids, cochlear implants for kids. Now, folks, if you're going to get mad at me for being for kids that have hearing defects so they can have their school, you got me. But let's make know what happened with this bill. It passed with 120 votes in the House. It passed the Senate 27-4. I suspect our Senator Nichols voted for it, and the bill was signed into law by Governor Abbott. If this is such a violation of principles, how does it get the virtual unanimous vote in every chamber signed by Governor Abbott? It doesn't make sense. The NASCAR vote. I'm going to go out and live here in St. East Texas. Most of my folks like NASCAR races. We didn't create a fund. We didn't create a fund, Jack. It was already there. Created by Governor Perry and others. What we did was add NASCAR along with the Republican Party of Texas to be the person that could get into these funds. Now, you may question the validity of the fund itself. All we did was say, let's add NASCAR to the NBA, to the World Series, to the Super Bowl, etc. That's all it did. Every one of these bills, if you will take the time to read them, if you'll open your hearts and you'll open your minds, you know, the Bible talks about having eyes and not seeing. It talks about having ears and not hearing. I'm asking you to put away the predisposed notions that you had and seriously consider, Jack, what you're doing here. You're taking a good man, you're accusing me of not doing a good job. Read what I have to say on these votes. I really don't know where you came up with the stuff that you had, but these are good bills. Right, how much time I got? About 2.5. Thank you. I could go each one of these. Up to each one of these, we went through line by line of the bills. We say, here's the principles that support it. Here's why this was a good vote. 2766, they tried to call it the granny tax. There was no tax. It was an expense borne by the operators to fund that the state government wouldn't do, to remit, to trigger federal dollars to come down. So guess what? Our nursing homes in Texas can stay in business. We're on a path to losing our Texas homegrown nursing homes because they can't afford to stay in business. Again, if you're going to fuss at me because I voted in favor of taking care of Texas elderly, guilty as charged. Every one of these votes I cast, you can disagree with me. We're going to have differences of opinion. Here's the hard cold truth about being a legislator. It is impossible. I cannot please 100% of the people, 100% of the time, on 100% of the issues. Impossible. We have differences of opinion. That's what these amount to. These are differences of opinion, not violations of principles. There are competing principles. There are good reasons for every vote I cast, and I'm telling you right now, there's not a single one of these votes. I went back, refreshed my memory, got into the records, looked at the studies. There's not a single vote on here I would change because I truly and honestly, sincerely believe it's in the best interest of this county and this district. Now, I got 1 minute to talk. I want to change gears. This is what I really want to talk about. This, you're going to do what you're going to do. I know what I did was the right thing to do. Here's my frustration. We're sitting around this room right now, cutting each other up, fighting with each other, getting mad at each other, getting frustrated. You know where we should have been today? Outside on that square with the Republican Party booth, handing out candy to kids, telling, hey, you need to be a Republican when you grow up. I'm going to be part of the solution in this county. I'm going to be part of the solution in Texas. Folks, there are enemies at the gate, but they're not in this room. They wear blue colors, and that's who the battle is. Quit confusing your friends with your enemies. I'm here to fight for you, fight for Cherokee County, and do good things. That is my purpose. I've done a very good job. It is time, but we have got to get back to a unified Republican Party. Abraham Lincoln, the founder of our party, said a long time ago, a house divided cannot stand. People, this censure vote is division. And I know you read your Bible. We know the Father of sin, and who wants to separate us. And it's the devil. And I'm afraid he's working this room tonight. Read it. Josie, I've known you a long time, probably longer than anybody.
Yeah.
You know better than this. I expect your help. Read it. No, you're not reading, Josie. You mind saying that?
I've read it.
So thank you. No, you're not, Josie. You don't.
I
only got to read that fast.
Travis, your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Travis.
Oh, and I do want to thank the folks that came. I did 2 things. it had a motion point of view, I'm not on here. I would request, there's two people I think should be exempted from the crowd rule or the public rule. One would be our own state senator, Robert Nichols, who should be recognized on his own, and also Ms. Sharon Graves, who is a member of the committee in our SR, Senate District 3, Representative 4, the Rules and Procedures Committee that actually drafted Rule 44 to prove the principles. I think that's a resource that you ought to avail yourself of again and listen to what she has to say. With that, do you have a question, ma'am?
I just had a question, just informational, because you know more about it. When it talks about, what does it mean when it says subsidies to NASCAR? And no, I don't have anything against NASCAR. What does that mean? Subsidies to NASCAR?
Chairwoman Blair, I would love to have this conversation with you. We've had texts, we've had conversations. I think they've probably been recorded. I'd like a copy of it if you got it. I know that you've had conversations that get told to other people, and so, but the fact of the matter is, my door's always been open to you.
Well, I'm
and
just
so
asking
now
you
I know what you're at, but no, I'm telling you, now's not the time for me to go through and try to wade through this stuff on all this, because that's really not germane to the resolution.
No,
it's
I'm
not
asking
germane to the
the one that
resolution.
brought up the subsidy thing.
No. They brought up this vote, and I'm telling you.
You know, I don't vote. There's a lot of things I don't get involved in. I just order in the rules.
Right.
I'm just but I can ask a question, and I was just curious, what does that mean? When you say it, when he says it, I don't know. What does that mean?
And I'm not sure I understand your question. Very specifically, there's a fund set up for special sport events. It was voted on by, again, this is part of the powers, it's part of the principles.
Is this like Formula
We
One?
passed. No, it's not Formula One. It's passed for special events. It's a special events fund. And you know what it is, Tammy. I mean, don't be disingenuous. It's a fund set up. It's been there for years. I don't know exactly when it's set up, before I came on board. And over time, we've added events on there that are eligible to apply for those funds. And again, national conventions, debates between presidential candidates are things that qualify for this fund. Now, we can debate whether is that an appropriate thing to do or not an appropriate thing to do. The vote before me was, do we add NASCAR to the NBA and the NFL and college sports and all this other stuff? That's all that did. This is, I'm sorry, but that is not exactly a driving principle. But if you get into it.
I'm curious, where does the fund come from?
Well, and again, Danny, there have been a bunch of people here that, I asked this to be moved off of Halloween night, and I knew the people had commitments. Now, I cannot tell you how thankful I am to all of you for coming out tonight on Halloween night with World Series on and being here for this. But I will say that we could have had these conversations before, and what I had said, they're here. We have homes to get back to. I've had my 6 minutes. I've had my time. I don't see it. Thank you, Tom, for see some of you is actually looking at the materials. But I would rather give these people a chance to talk, and then you can make your decision.
Point of order. It's now time for the public discussion.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said, Murray. Thank you.
We're
in agreement on that.
Thank you so much. Okay, we will now enter Glenn.
I have a question, and just like what you asked, and I didn't hear an answer. Where are the funds for this NASCAR?
Point of order.
I think we have to.
That is not the order that we're in now. It is time for public discussion. Is there input from the public?
Glenn, I'll talk to you after this explain.
Chairman, would you recognize me?
Murray?
I move that we table the motion to censure until we, as a committee, have had time to read the material which the Honorable Representative Clardy has presented to us. And that's my motion. I move to table until our next meeting.
I'm sorry, Madam Chairman, I want to say this. These people came and they came to be heard. And I think it's only fair they're here. It's part of the finish the deliberations, finish the meeting.
They were given the opportunity. I'm sorry.
No, you said one to speak, is one for, one against,
No,
one
we're
for.
not going to sit here all night.
No,
Those
for
are
2 minutes, you're not
outside
going to,
the
I'm
rules.
sorry, this is the
No,
member
this
that I
is
serve.
parliamentary procedure.
I'm sorry,
We're
but
done.
you said up to 5 members could speak. You let one member speak. I mentioned Senator
Parliamentary
Nichols.
procedure
You did
means
not-
one for, one against, one for, one against. You can't just sit there and keep
also said, I think you should excuse our own sitting state senator from having an opportunity to address. This is the man that
If he
you
would
voted for,
like
sued me
to.
long, and that's all I'm, I apologize. I thought all of you would have a chance to speak. As you can tell, I don't run the show. But
There's
there's
a
a
motion
senator
to
speaking.
table pending, we're getting out of order, I second the motion.
Okay. He seconded my motion to table.
I concur with that. I'm the one being accused of this. And we do need to put this behind us. I would appreciate your vote tonight. I would appreciate your vote, your chances, think about it. But let's don't drag this thing on. I don't want this in our campaigns going on forever. Both my opponents are in here, thanks.
Okay, it's been moved to table the motion until the next meeting. It has been seconded. Is there any discussion by the body?
Since I made the motion, I'd like to speak in favor of it.
Okay.
It'll take me 2 minutes. I too am a professing Christian, as is Travis. Sometimes Christians disagree on politics. I love him as a brother in Christ. I believe that he loves me as a brother in Christ, and I remember that the Bible says, one side sounds right until you hear the other side. And that's a word paraphrase. And I have found throughout my life, I had run into situations where things sounded right by the first person who presented them to me. And after I had the opportunity to research, things didn't exactly sound the same when I heard the other side of the story. And that's why I have moved to table this until next time. Because if I vote tonight, I will vote to censure. If I have an opportunity to look at what you had presented, and no, I couldn't look at it in the 6 minutes you were talking and pay attention to you. So I would like to hear your side, look at your side, and come back and vote next time. That's why I voted, that's why I made the motion.
Is there any more discussion among the committee?
I would like to know how long we have to wait to meet again in order to make this decision.
Probably the middle of November.
Okay, we are adjourned.